What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have two cars to review. So on the right side we have a Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat Redeye 2019, and then on the left side we have a Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat also 2019, and the owner gave us both of the red keys, so that's really cool. So now let's go and review both of these cars. So the first car we're going to review is the 2019 Dodge SRT Challenger Redeye. So starting off on the front of the car, we have a satin black hood with two holes here. And you can recognize if it's a Demon or a Hellcat Redeye just by looking at the front two snorkels there. The Demon has a big, huge one, but the Hellcat Redeye has two. So that's one way you can recognize. And then we have the SRT logo here. And then the front headlights right there, front headlights, and then there's a hole here, two holes on both sides for air. It's an air intake, but on the edges it's a LED headlight. So when I unlock the car, you can see it's beautiful LED headlights over there. And then coming below there, we have this black lower lip, which is really cool. It just matches the color of the car, the satin black hood. And then I just love the design of like these. I love the design of these cubes. I think the cubes are just amazing. Everything on this car. So now let's go to the side of the car. Moving on to the side of the car, we have 20-inch wheels with black 6-piston Brembo brakes here, and there are three options if you want the colors for the Brembo brakes. There's orange, yellow, and black. There's no red. I don't know why. The red would really look good on this car. And then coming on the left here, we have the badge logo here, and literally the eye is red. And some stupid Hellcat owners, they buy model paint and they paint the eye red just for people to know that it's a red eye, but it's actually not. But this one here, it's not fake. It's actually a red eye. And then moving here, the window is a little bit small, just like the 2010 Camaro we reviewed. And then coming this way, and the car is a wide body, so that's really cool. It gives the car it's wider. So now let's go to the back of the car. Moving on to the back of this 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye, we have the SRT Redeye logo here, but they didn't paint the little eye red because I think they ran out of model paint at the factory. It's just a little piece that they didn't paint red. And then we have a camera here with the satin black spoiler. It's stock spoiler. And then we have the retro design taillights. Really beautiful. Let me give you guys it's really beautiful. The turn signal lights up inside there. And then we have the four exhaust tips, and the owner put it on because the stock tip, it's really ugly. It's like one piece. It's really ugly. So this one looks beautiful. When I give you guys a cold start, you'll see how loud that thing is. And then now let me pop the trunk for you guys. There's basically nothing to talk about the trunk. There's just a lot of space in the trunk. So let's close it, and then we have the latch here. So if you get kidnapped, you pull it, and you can just run out. But every car has that. So. Now let's go and talk about the engine on this 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye. So now let's open the hood and see what we have under here. So this car has the most horsepower from all the car I've reviewed, and you see there's two holes here, right? But when we open it, unfortunately there's only one hole here with the SRT logo right there coming to the air intake down here. It's a 6.2 liter V8 with 798 horsepower and 704 pound-feet of torque, 90 more horsepower than the regular base model Hellcat, going from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, quarter mile in 10.4. And then we have the SRT logo here too, supercharged, and the supercharger is 2.4 liters. Can you imagine that? It's huge, only for the supercharger. Now let me give you guys a cold start on this bad boy. This car has 2 fuel pumps because it has to suck all that fuel in, and then there's 2 keys for this car. There's a red key, which I have today, and then there's a black key, and the difference between the 2 keys is the black one, you can only use the 500 horsepower, but when they give you the red key, which the owner gave me today, it uses all of that 794 horsepower. Now let's go and give a cold start on it. Moving on to the inside of the car, there's a lot of things to show you, so I'm going to start from the beginning. We have a simple door panel, and then we have Harman Kardon sound system, just like the BMW M4 performance package that I reviewed. It's really loud, so I don't need to give you a sample. I already gave you a sample in the BMW. And then coming here to the right, we have the light controls here, and then you can pop the trunk from here. And then on the steering wheel, there's 2 options for a steering wheel. We got the white stitching. You can get an Alcantara steering wheel or a leather. Right here we have a leather one. And then the paddle shifters, this shifts down, this shifts up. They're half paddle shifters because below there we have the volume control, and then the left side of the steering wheel controls the display here, and then you can call and then turn off the call. Here on the right side, it controls all of the auto cruise control, and then we have a horn here coming down, just plastic over here, and then the screen here. There's really important things to show on the screen, but I have to show you the bottom buttons here before I show you the screen. There's mute to mute all of the sound, and then the emergency lights, and then you can turn the screen off, but I don't want to because I'm going to show you guys some stuff. SRT button, launch control, parking sensors, and traction control. So that the option is when you press SRT, it brings up all the options here, but I don't know why the owner of this car put some of the things on eco. I don't know why, but if you guys want to feel that 794 horsepower and unleash the beast, you guys need to put everything on track. Right now it's on eco, I don't know why. Paddle shifters are off, and this paddle, and I mean the shifter is so comfortable, like the grip is so good. And then we have some storage here, and 2 12 volts, and then you can you can listen to music from there if you don't want your friends to listen to music. And then we have really cool 2 cup holders here, and then the SRT logo here with the red eye. It only comes on the right heating thing over there. And then there's an option here. You press it dimmers this mirror here, so if the light like falls in from the sunroof, you can press that button and it'll make it a little darker so you can see what's in the back. And then you can put your glasses over there. And then we have the leather seats. You can get them in Alcantara or leather, but here today we have the leather seats. I really like them. The grip is really cool, really nice grip. Now let's go and see how much space we have in the back of the car. Guys, I almost forgot one thing. When the gas pedal's next to your knee, there's one here and one on the passenger side. You can see over there. There's like a storage that you can put your tickets, because we know that everybody who drives this car has to get at least a couple tickets. You can't drive this car and go under the limit. You have to go over the limit. Now let's go and see what we have in the back of the car, how much space we have back there. So guys, moving to the back of the car, there's a little bit of space. It's not that much, as much as that Chevy Silverado, but still, it's a little bit of space and a lot of headroom here. And then, guys, if you're going on a trip, I wouldn't recommend putting a third person in the back, because The seats for the people here and here are really comfortable, but I don't recommend anybody sitting here. We got the white stitchings coming down all the way, and then there's 2 cup holders here, guys. And that's all from this car. So guys, subscribe to my channel if you're new, smash that like button, and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss another one of my videos. Now let's go and review the other car. Guys, I just can't get over holding this key. I just want to go, just start the car and just drive it away. Just wait. I'm turning 16. I'm gonna drive all of these cars. Just wait. Now let's go and review that other car we have over there. So we just finished with the 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye. Now we're moving on. Now let's move on to the 2019 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. So starting off on the front of the car, we have the owner put carbon fiber stripes going all through the car, all the way to the back, all the way back to the muffler tips back there, coming to the front here. The owner put a really beautiful lip, glossy black lip, which is really low to the ground. And then we have the SRT logo here, SRT logo, and the hole here. It's not like the 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye. It's one, just like the Demon, but the Demon, it doesn't have like these. It doesn't have these holes here, and it's really bigger than this one. We have air intakes here too, and then we have the LED headlights over there too. Now let's go and see what we have on the side of the car. Moving on to the side of the car, you guys can see that glossy black lip down there. It's so beautiful from the side too. We have 22-inch wheels with 4 Giotto wheels, and they'll coming here. We have the SRT Hellcat logo right there, and then we have a rocker molding glossy black also. And you guys can even see how huge that wing is back there. When we go back there, I'll talk about that. And then this, compared to that car, the only thing from the side is that this one, the door, it's a 4-door, but that one's a 2-door. Now let's go and see what we have at the back of this. Guys, moving on to the back of the car, we have a really huge wing here. This is like the hugest wing I've ever seen in my life from CEC. And then coming down, we have a backup camera here. And then their LED, the tail lights, they're smoked, and they're so smoked. Like, look, I'm gonna press the unlock. Look, you can barely see the light that's coming out from that's coming out when I unlock the doors. And then we coming down, as I told you guys, the stripes come all the way down to the lower bumper. We have a lower bumper, and the owner put that on, glossy black also. And guys, there's SRT logo here. And guys, this is a Corsa. It's a Corsa exhaust. I think it's gonna be louder than that one because it's tuned. The owner put that on, and those are stock, and that's really loud for a stock. Now let's go and see what we have at the engine. First, let me pop the trunk for you guys so we can see, and then we'll go. And there's a button here, unlike the other one. Just open it. It's a lot of space, more than that one. That's the only thing we have, and then we have that's all. And then close it. Now let's go and see what we have under the hood, and then when we're done with the hood, I'll give you guys a cold start to hear that Corsa exhaust. So let's go. So now let's open the hood and see what we have under here. So it's a 6.2 liter V8, and then we have the carbon fiber air intake here, and the SRT logo here, Charger logo here, and then it's a 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. It's almost 100 horsepower more than that. It's 707 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. Now let me give you guys a cold start on the car. So guys, as you guys saw for the other car, I had the red key, and I'm lucky because the owner of this car also gave me the red key. So we're gonna unleash the 707 horsepower. Let's give a cold start on this car. Guys, that is so loud. Please write in the comments below below which one is louder, but in my opinion, I think this one is louder because it's tuned and that one was a stock, but that was also loud for a stock. Now let's go and check the interior in the car. Moving on to the interior of this car, it's almost the same as the other car we reviewed today, but the difference is there's a couple things I want to show you. The seats, that's not a difference. I'm just showing you because I forgot in the other car. It's SRT Hellcat logo right here. The grip is really cool. And then a couple differences I found is there wasn't an SRT on the other car. It was an SRT, but it said Challenger, so this one's cool. And the whole thing is red here, and it's not on the air vent just like the other car. It's just here on the dashboard here, and then the display here, it's all the same, it's all the same. We got the SRT and then launch control, parking sensors, traction control, but it says power 707 because the horsepower in this car is 707, and when we use the red key, it says 707 because you can release all the power with the red key. And then the transmission, street, paddle shifters are on, unlike the other car. Street, traction control, street, suspension, street. And the audio system, that's another difference. It's Alpine audio systems, but the other car was Harman Kardon. I think they're both you can hear the same thing when you turn it on. I haven't tried the audio system on this one, but I think it's gonna be loud because you have to. When you buy a 100,000 car, you have to have like good audio system. And we have the red LED red lights. The owner put that on. It's custom. I can imagine how cool that would be when you're driving in the nighttime. That will also be cool in that car, but who cares? It's on this car. It's still cool. It's still a Challenger. And then that's all from the front seats. Now let's go to the back seats and see how much space I have back there. To the back of the car, I only found two differences between these two cars from the back. The first difference is the people in the back have heated seats back here, but the Challenger didn't. It's not ventilated, only heated. And then the grip is really cool in the back too, and it's really comfortable too. The middle seat, it's wider than the Challenger, and I expected a lot of space, and I got a lot of space here. A lot of space for my legs and my headroom. It's so much too, better than the Challenger. And yeah, that's all from this car. So please subscribe to my channel if you're new, smash that like button and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss another one of my videos. Now it's time for me and the owners of this car to go to the streets and race and see which car is faster, and maybe we'll even do a burnout. So now let's get out of here.